Gaffer, a hard-fought 3 points here this afternoon at Carrow Road. What was your overall assessment of that one today?
Yeah, I think it was a big win for us. I think it was a game in the first half that we played really well in. I thought we could have been 3-0 up at half time actually with the way we were playing, but I really liked it. I think we were brave, we were aggressive, all the things I wanted us to be. We looked like us, and a team that's been flying recently. We really put to the sword in that first half, and I say we could have possibly been 3 goals up. Second half we've had to dig in, naturally away from home, and you know that the tails will go up if they do get a goal. So we had to be resolute, and we did that. So yeah, I was really pleased.
The first half in particular, that first 20 minutes sort of gave us the foothold and set the tone, and it was kind of the only thing that was lacking last weekend was that goal to get us into the lead, but we were clinical today.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a couple of moments you could see early on there could be a space for us to get in behind. I think Carlos takes his goal really well because it looks like there could be a kind of a corridor cross on for the striker, but takes an extra couple of touches and sneaks it in really well. But a nice move, and then equally the other move again down the right side. We get in behind, good timed runs, quality ball, quality finish. So big moments, and obviously that gets us going. And I thought we continued with that. We looked really composed. We looked strong. We looked like we could have scored again. Actually, there was a couple of moments, but we couldn't quite do it. But you know, at half time the message was don't change. We need to continue with that. Naturally, you do then tend to drop a little bit as the opposition start to push, and they've got nothing to lose at 2-0 down. So, but I thought we dug in really well, and obviously you can see what it meant to the fans, and another away victory that we can celebrate.
And as good as the first half was in an attacking sense, we really had to dig deep in that second half. So how pleasing was it from your point of view that we had to show all aspects of our game here this afternoon?
Well, we did. Yeah, I think you can see that some of them are cramping up, some of them are, they're giving everything, and I always say to them that's what you have to do, and that's sport. You're not going to have it all your own way. You need to be able to dig in and show that side to you at times, and we did. I thought they stayed resolute, stayed strong. We were defending the box. What the centre backs did well. James Beadle had a couple of moments in the goal, but as a team they looked like there was 11 players out there with the determination to win that match, and you won't always have it all your own way, but I think we deserved that win today.
It's a real collective effort to get the win, particularly away from home, but a word for James Beadle. He's made 2 or 3 really important saves, and in moments in games you need your goalkeeper to stand up, and he did that today.
You do, massively. That's very important. Goalkeepers are obviously involved a lot in the build-up these days and passing the ball out from the back, but fundamentally their job is to save shots and have big moments in the goal. And James had a few for us, but he's good around his line, he's quick around his line, he's a big size, and he makes some good reaction saves, and he had a couple of big moments in there for us today, which the players are, congratulated him for in the dressing room. I heard them, but I think more than that, we had plenty of other chances ourselves at their goal, which again we got 2, we could have got a few more, but certainly defensively we were strong.
And a word on Carlos getting his first goal. He's only been at the club for 2 or 3 weeks, but he's made a big impact since he's come in already. He
has. I like his energy. I think he's a really motivated player. He's every day in training he's very alert, he's very alive, he's full of energy, and I think he's given us a good dimension on that side. He runs without the ball as well as wanting to dribble and get his crosses in. So I really liked his goal today and his general performance. I thought he showed that energy that he's got, and it gives us a lot in the final third. Then he's defensively diligent, will do his job because he had tactically an important role today. Again, he's comfortable doing those kind of jobs, so I think it was a good performance from Carlos.
And once again, as today highlighted the strength and depth that we've got now with the players coming off the bench. I think you mentioned it earlier, we're going to need everyone now in these last 13 games, and obviously really pleasing to see Ethan come back on the pitch after so long out.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're going to need everyone. We're going to need to rotate, and we're going to need to, as I kept saying, we're going to need to use the energy and the freshness that we have, and then on 60-70 minutes some more are going to have to come. You can see that today they put a lot into it, and Ethan coming back into the squad, Jack Robinson coming back into the squad, they're 2 players that have been out for a while, but particularly we talk about Ethan. I thought he was very good considering he came on, he'd been out for 5 months, hasn't done a lot of training, and he's come on and defended well and contributed well, so it's really good news to have him back.
Just finally, Gaffer, a lot of positives today that we can take into what's going to be another tough game at Millwall on Wednesday night.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We know Millwall have been flying high. What type of game it's going to be there. It's going to be a big battle. We need to dust ourselves down, recover well, and go for the next one.
Well done today.
Thank you.